What up? What up? Today is Sunday, August 24th, 2025, man. It's a nice, beautiful, hot summer day. Y'all see that lizard? I haven't gone live in a minute. Haven't really talked to y'all in a minute, man, but I gotta make sure I stay in tune with y'all because y'all are a great audience. Shout out to my subscribers. Forgive me for the inconsistency, but I just thought this is a good topic, man. I'm feeling great. And this is a life-changing topic because everybody wants to be great. But when it comes time to do what it takes to be great, not very many people can do that, man. Not very many people, man. That's something that I realized. And, the past couple months, really this whole year, I've been up and down with my finances, steadily doing my best to get up. But, we finally getting there. We're getting some progress. And in the time being, I've been really focused on leveling up in every aspect of life. Wealth is a big thing, but health is also another huge thing for me that I really locked in on. I've cleaned up my diet tremendously. I lost about 15 pounds since I started implementing the mainly a fruit diet. I won't say I'm a fruitarian because I do eat vegetables and a little bit of rice here and there, some lentils and stuff, but I haven't eaten meat in a month. I'm proud of that. Coming from a guy who I used to eat everything, man, because I'm a naturally skinny dude. So, growing up, I was used to eating anything. But I'm telling you, man, if you clean up your diet, what's up, puppy lover? I don't really like labels, but I guess you can call it that. I don't eat meat. I'm trying it out. I'm doing what works for me. But what I wanted to mention is that, man, everybody wants to be great, man, but you have to really lock in and you have to conquer yourself before you want to conquer the world. A lot of people say they want to rule the world, right? That's that song. Everybody wants to rule the world. But if you're not fit to lead, if you're not fit to conquer, then you're just wasting everybody's time. Because everybody's average. I mean, most people are average. So how can an average person be fit to lead the masses? If you can't even control your urges, you can't control yourself, then how on earth can you tell people what to do? And that's the issue that I want to touch on, right? Because I'm going up. My life, I'm trajecting, I'm going up, right? I got big dreams and aspirations. But before I get there, I realize I got to make sure I have myself in order in every other way. Health, I got to make sure my health is on point. I got to be in shape. I got to clean out my insides. As I was just mentioning, I cleaned up my diet to mostly fruits with some vegetables here and there. And I lost 15 pounds, right? Now look at me, I'm already a kind of a skinny guy. I'm not overweight by any means. But I have a scale in my bathroom and I weigh myself every day. I went from like 160, 162, 163 to like 145 or whatever, 140 something. and I look the same. I don't look like I'm skinny or anything. I got muscles and everything. But what I realized is all of that weight was waste. What's up, Abu Bakar Qureshi? You must be from India or something like that. Oh, you like the drip, man? It's a little something, man. Just I like these shorts, man. They're a little different. But all of that weight I lost was waste. And guys, I'm here to let you know, man, most people eat like shit. Most people eat anything that smells good, it looks good, it tastes good. They eat everything. And they see other people eat it. They're like, oh, I'll eat it because everybody else is eating it. But I'm here to tell you, man, a lot of that stuff adds up in your body and it becomes waste, right? When people want to lose weight, they think, oh, I want to lose fat. But when you lose weight, yeah, you might lose some fat, but a lot of the weight is stuff in your gut. It's stuff that's stuck in your intestines for years that's been building up. And when you got all that extra waste inside of you, man, you can't be your best self. You can't even think as well as you should. Look at these nice houses. Beautiful. I need some stuff like that. I need a balcony. That's what I need. I like walking through this neighborhood, get ideas for when my money's right. Got a little bird bath. But you can't even think straight, man, when you have all this junk inside of us. All this salt. Like, we know that salt is bad for us, but we got to know why it's bad, right? I'm the type of person, I got to know why for me to understand things. And what I realized, man, salt dries you out from the inside. If you guys live in a cold climate where there's snow and you see that people put salt on the roads to melt the snow and it leaves like that white mark and it dries everything out, you got to understand that salt does the same thing to your insides when you eat salt, right? And it makes sense. Of course it does that. It's chemistry, right? It's drying you out. It's forcing you to hold on to water waste. All these chemicals, man, don't get me started on American food. If you guys don't live in America, hey man, your food is a little better than ours. Believe it or not, everybody wants to live in America, but the food is garbage out here. It tastes good. Don't get me wrong, it's addictive because they put so many chemicals. But anyways, I don't want to go on a tangent about food. This is about conquering. But one of the things you have to conquer is your diet, man, right? One of the hardest things to control in this life is what you eat. It's one of the hardest things. And it's the most important discipline, man, what you eat. And I'm here to let you know right now, I'm here to let you know, if you can control what you eat, you've already conquered one of the hardest things. If not, I say it's the hardest thing to control in this life is what you eat. I'm telling you, that's the hardest thing. And if you can conquer that, you can conquer anything. So that's why I want to talk about it first, because that's something that most people struggle with. Skinny people, fat people, ugly, beautiful, everybody struggles with eating. So I want to remind y'all to really challenge yourself to really control what you eat, because your life is going to change for the better, man. You're going to be able to think so much more clearly. I stopped smoking weed like easily. It's so easy to stop. Like, I'm not even thinking about weed. You know, your lust, it's easy to control your lust. If you guys don't know my channel, if you're new here, I do talk about semen retention. It's important for that too. If you can control your lust of just releasing your energy. Man, that's another thing that's life changing. But these are the things you have to do, man, to get to that next level and be ready. You know, everybody wants to be at the top, but are you ready for it? Everybody wants to be rich, but if you had $1 million right now, like somebody just out of nowhere gave it to you, what would you be able to control yourself? Would you lose your mind? Would you start going to the strip club and doing stupid things? You see, these are important questions to ask yourself now before you get rich. And this is something I've been thinking about, like, man, I'm really locked in right now. I know I'm going to be rich very soon, but I'm thinking, like, I don't want to just get rich and not have control of myself. Because most people that get rich, they don't have control of themselves. I don't know if y'all been paying attention. It's rare to see a rich person that has control of their whole life. They conquer themselves. I'm talking about their diet. I'm talking about they're in great shape. They have a beautiful family. Their family's organized. They have well-behaved children. A good wife that loves them, or husband that loves you. Yeah, all of that. It's got to be in order. Are you connected to God? Do you believe in God? Huh? What do you believe in? What are your morals like? Are you a kind person? All these things are important. You got to ask yourself, am I that person right now, or do I got to wait till I'm rich and then try to make it work? No, you don't have to be rich to be a great person, okay? But I'm here to let you know, man, if you can conquer yourself now before all of that stuff happens, then it's just going to be bliss. It's going to be like heaven on earth once you do have the wealth. It's like extra credit, right? Look at this beautiful flowers. It's lovely, man. Y'all can hear the train. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at. It's my little spot. You gotta ask yourself the hard questions now, man. What's up, Joaquin Lopez? Juma Hermione? Let me know where y'all watching from, man. Because I feel like some of y'all aren't even in America, man. And that's another thing, man. Pretty soon I'm gonna be traveling a lot out the country, see where I want to potentially live, because America is nice, but I don't know if I want to live here for the rest of my life, man. Michael Harcel, what's up, man? You want to hear a joke? Man, life is a joke, man. Now, you got to pay that for me to tell jokes, man. I'm actually doing a comedy show tonight out here in Houston, Texas, but I need an audience for a joke. I can't just tell jokes to nobody's gonna laugh. I can't hear you laugh, man. It's not the same. But I'm actually getting ready to quit comedy, man. I'm done with it. I've been doing it for so long and it's not paying, you know. I'm not, granted, I didn't really go as hard as I should have, but, you know, in all reality, man, I started doing comedy because I didn't want to work a job. And I also realized that we're going to die someday. So you might as well have fun with your life, right? But, you know, I deep down know that I don't want a job. And I always just wanted to get rich so I can have freedom. And that's where I'm getting ready to be. So it's like comedy is just like a hobby, you know? So I'm not really trying to pursue that like that anymore. So, but we'll see. Maybe I'll keep doing it. But for right now, I don't. I think I'm gonna quit. I've already quit a couple times, but who knows, man? Who knows if I really love doing comedy like that? We'll see. But for now, I got so many other things I want to do. I got inventions and stuff I want to do, man. It takes capital for these inventions I have in mind. You know, other businesses I want to start. So many ideas, man, but it takes money to get these things going. So stay tuned, man. Stay tuned, man. Should be dope. Got to be business minded, man. That's really the only way to be free out here is some kind of business. Either either that or real estate or stocks. Those are like the main vehicles for obtaining wealth or freedom, real freedom, you know? And that's what this life is all about, man. We only get so much time to be on this earth, man. We got to capitalize. We can't be lazy, you know, as much as you want to chill out, you know, nothing wrong with relaxing, but if you're not happy with where your life is, man, last thing I really want to do is relax. Oh man, it's so quiet and peaceful. See, this is what I'm gonna be on, man. I'm gonna give me a spot way out in close to a city, but on the suburbs, on the outskirts. Like this, I'm actually in the middle of the city, but this is a quiet spot. All right. But I know I want a house way in the outskirts and a nice patch of land where I can grow my own fruits and veggies. And that's right there. That's me right there. You dig? Jay Sean, what up, G? Hey, I appreciate you, man. We're gonna have a good time tonight, man. Shit, this might be my last show for real, for a while at least, cause like I was mentioning earlier, man, I'm trying to get this bread, man. I'm called the ball, you know. That's the main objective. Like, you already know. You already know the comedy game, man. That thing ain't paying unless you really, really popping, man. And life is too short to just keep pursuing something that ain't paying, because that's called a hobby, in my opinion. And hobbies are cool if that's what you want to do, but shit, me, I got a whole, I got a whole nother life I'm trying to live, man. And it looks a little something like this little neighborhood, you know, real vibey. You know what I'm saying? This place gives me inspiration. But yeah, man. Back to the topic though. You have to conquer yourself, man. I was watching Gorgeous Dre. Shout out to Dre, man. He gives a lot of excellent game. And one thing he said that really, really just stuck out to me, that was powerful, is you know, be careful with wanting to be a leader, right? Because a lot of people, they claim to want to be a leader, but are you even fit to lead? You know, can you even lead yourself? Right? It's like, how can you lead somebody and you can't even lead yourself? And deep down, we all know if we're fit to lead, you know. And that's why this topic is very similar. You have to conquer yourself before you can conquer the world, man. Because conquering the world is not an easy task. It's going to require every ounce of what you have to offer. So before you have the resources that will allow you to conquer the world, before that even happens, before you have the millions, before you have the following, the clout, man, Conquer yourself now before you get all that. You have to dominate every area of your life has to be in control. Like a video game, man, like Madden or something, right? You have to have 100 speed, 100 agility. You want 100 strength, 100 intelligence. You want 100 charisma. You know, I remember the game RuneScape back in the day. This y'all might not have played this game. This is an old school game back in the early 2000s. But yeah, you had to constantly keep working on your character. You had to keep upgrading all your different areas. You know, like Grand Theft Auto, same concept. You got to keep upgrading. You got to keep improving your character, man. And it's like that's literally what life is about. Especially as a man, you have to keep improving. You should want to keep improving. You shouldn't be like, man, oh, I hit this level, I'm good, that's it. Like that ain't no. Who does that? Man, it's new levels to hit. And it's like you hit a certain level in life, you like, damn, I made it up to this top. And you get to this top level, you get up to this top level, and then you realize, oh my God, it's more levels that go up further. And it keeps going. And it's like, that's what game is about. It's constantly figuring out new strategies, better ways to do things, to be more efficient. Like, man, when I'm just in life, I'm seeing where there can be improvements. Just like when I'm driving through the city, I'm like, I have an invention that I've thought of for a while that just came from like, I know we can improve this. I need the certain technology to implement it, and it's gonna help the whole world out, right? And once I get enough capital, I'm gonna be able to hire somebody to help me make this technology that's gonna improve society. You see? So that's levels. That's where I'm going to. That's something that's bigger than me and bigger than, you know, just, you know, my personal success. No, it's like improving society, right? That's genius. You got to tap into that inner genius to make this world better. Because, you know, the world is cool, but man, we could be so much better, man. Like things could be way better for everybody, for, you know, as many people as possible. But that's just an example of the levels of what you can achieve if you really want it. And if you really take time to use your mind to improve things and improve your life and other people's lives. You know, and that's something I really want to do. I want to help people, man. You know, that's what it comes down to. I think a lot of people want to help people too. You know, that's something I noticed in college. Like a lot of people choose their major based on, you know, what kind of dreams they have. And a lot of people pick their majors based on they want to help people in some kind of way. You know, you want to be a psychologist, a therapist, you helping people with their mental. You want to be a doctor, you're helping people's health. You want to be an entertainer, you're helping people get some relief, you know, from their everyday mundane lives. Let them have some little escape for a moment, laughter or a thrill or whatever. It's some kind of help, man. You want to be you want to own a restaurant, you helping people eat good. Personal trainer, you're helping people get their bodies right, be healthier. It's just we all helping each other, right? And it's like, man, you got to contribute something in this world, man. You can't just be selfish. And once you think about other people, man, it makes things easier. It makes it so you don't have time to be depressed because you want to help other people, right? I'm going off on so many tangents, man, but hopefully y'all could keep up. But I'm just saying, man, these are things that are gonna help you conquer, man, when it's time to conquer. And as I mentioned, it don't take much to conquer, man. You just gotta be able to conquer yourself first, right? Oh, this is nice. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I like this little vibe. They got the little swing. I walk through here sometimes. My man got the windows open. I see him cooking sometimes. I don't want to be no creep. I mean, creep on people's. But shit, you got the windows open, man. You got to look in there, man. Somebody gonna look inside your stuff, man. But yeah, man, you got to be ready for that next level, man. Because a lot of us, it comes before we even are ready. I've seen like videos on social media, like young cats, 21 in their 20s, they get, millionaires. They made it, and then they're online asking everyday people, "Hey, I don't know what to do. I got the money, I got, took care of my family. Now what?" They don't know what to do, and it's like, shit, I know what to do. Hey, let me talk to me, man. I got you. But they haven't really lived enough life to know what they would need to do with all that money. So got to be ready, man, before it comes, because it can come faster than you think. So I just want to remind y'all of that, man. You got to be ready. Conquer yourself. Master your lust, because these women, they'll catch a king slipping. These women have conquered and slayed kings, man. You read the Bible, ain't you? Conquer that. Conquer your lusts. Conquer your greed, your glutton, your diet. Conquer that. That's one of the hardest ones right there. What is the 7 deadly sins? Avoid those. What is it? It's gluttony, greed, I think lust, envy, and then dang, I forget the rest, but you guys probably know. That's what you're on right now, overcoming my old self. Hey, man, exactly, man. And it's a everyday, weekly battle, bro. It's never ending. It doesn't stop. But, that's just life, man. You got to keep at it. I'm going through the same thing, bro. It's a constant. It's like a war, But that's why we're soldiers, man. We're built for this. I look at myself as God's soldier. I used to not really be into religion and stuff, man. But as I'm getting older and more mature, I realize, man, spirituality is so important, because life is so short, man. Life is like this little small window, right? You got the day you were born, then you got that dash in the middle, and then you got your death. But that little dash is life, right? That's the whole makeup of your life. And yeah, it's a short time, but it feels like forever, because it's all we know. All we know is life, right? But you got to take that little dash and you got to maximize it in every way, and don't play around with it, because before you know it, all of us, we're going to be dead for a long time. We're going to be dead way longer than we're alive, right? And I remind myself that because it's the truth, right? And because of that, you got to remember that the spiritual side is way bigger than this physical shit. So if we take our spirituality more seriously, our relationship with God more seriously, man, it makes life easier. Because now, Now you'll find yourself doing the right things because you want to please God. You know, God gave you a life, man. He gave us all a life. And so many of us are playing around with it. But we got to take it serious because we're going to meet God eventually one day. And it's like, man, what did you do with this life I gave you, man? What'd you do? Were you still connected with me during your time, or were you just living for the pleasures of the world and the material things and the lusts and all the greed and all these sins, right? Why not conquer that like during life and, you know, be a good representation of God? Be a good representation, man. So that way when you leave this earth, it's like your heart is light as a feather, like they say in the ancient Egyptians, in the Ma'at. They like, how you judge yourself on your deathbed is by how light your heart is. So if you just spend your life and you dedicate it to pleasing God, man, life is a breeze. It's easy. Man, say what you want about Christians, but when I see a Christian person that like really believes in God, like there's a glow in their eyes. There's like a certain kind of look that they have to where they really believe in God to a point where it's just like their life, they just look light. They just look like they're happy. They're not stressed about little mundane things that everyday people stress about. It's like they have a more pureness to them. And man, I gotta salute that. I respect it, you know. And I could trust those kind of people. Like I feel like I could trust them with if I leave my kids in the room with them. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I would, but I feel like I could trust them. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So, man, that's what I'm looking for. I want that pureness. It just makes life easier, man. Because life is already hard enough, man. We got to make it easier. So I just really want to drop this off on y'all to just give you something to think about, man, and digest something useful because it helps me out. Man, I got so much game to give. I got to give it out, man, because I'm just accumulating and I'm seeing the world, man. The world is it's just a mess. Man, I be, man, I see so many just people slipping, people giving in to the dark side, so to speak. Man, something just dripped on my neck. Hopefully it's just water, ain't no bird shit. Yeah, a lot of people are slipping out here, man. And if you're watching this, I don't want you to be one of them slipping, man. We got to be sharp out here. Because we warriors of God, man. Believe it or not, that's what I believe, man. And it's a powerful belief. You know? And that's another thing, man. I got to shout out to Gorgeous Dre again, because he really inspired me with the conquering thing. You know? Because it's like, everybody's chasing this bag, myself included. I'm chasing the bag or whatever. But I know it's not everything in this life. It's not everything to get this money. And that's something he mentioned, Gorgeous Dre, is that, every country, every civilization in the world throughout history has had rich men and, strong men in their societies, right? They were all chasing the bag or getting strong, being warriors. But at the end of the day, they still got conquered by somebody. You understand? Like, let that sink in. All these people, these rich, wealthy guys, they got all this money, resources, these strong men that got all this strength and whatever, military. And yet, they still got conquered by somebody. Like somebody conquered them. And they didn't have all that money and stuff, right? So keep that in mind when it comes to this world and what you want to do. You want to conquer, you can conquer. You don't need $1 billion trillion. Like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg and Tim Cook, they can get conquered, man. Huh? I don't care about your billions and trillions. So focus on conquering, focus on being a conqueror, because that money don't mean nothing, man. Money is not real anyways. When you really think about it, you want to get technical, money is not even real. They print it every day. They press a button, they print it up. It's numbers on a screen, right? So I'm going deep right now. I don't know if I'm going too deep, but it's it's like you need the money, but it's like, you know, you can still live life out here. You know, you can still manage, we can still move and shake. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get on them squirrels. Looking at these squirrels, man, they don't got no money. They thriving. All he needed is to get his nuts and find him another a squirrel cutie, a cutie squirrel, make him a little family, and he's Gucci. He's good to go. Hopefully that analogy kind of made sense. But I'm saying, man, you can operate out here, man. But in that same coin, I'm not saying to not get the bag, because it is more you can do in this life with the bag. So we got to have both. We got to have the ability to conquer and the ability to get these resources to make conquering easier. But before all that happens, man, make sure you conquer yourself. Because not everybody does, man. No matter what they have, no matter how they look, man, a lot of people out here, they're not conquering themselves. And that's where we can take the advantage, man. A lot of these people out here, they look like they got it so good. They got all the flashy, shiny objects. They look like everything's figured out. Like, you know, there's people in this neighborhood, man. I'm walking through here, I'm seeing people open their doors, probably looking at me crazy, talking to my phone. Probably looking at, what is this guy doing in my neighborhood? What is he doing? Do you live in any of these houses, sir? Why are you in my neighborhood, sir? Yeah, little bitty bitch, I'm gonna be here soon. In fact, I'm gonna have a better spot than this, ho. Yeah, bitch, what's up? I'm talking conquering, bitch, something you probably don't even know nothing about, bitch. All right, let me chill. I'm talking too much shit, but you get what I'm saying. That's how I feel, though, man. I talk so much shit to myself, man. This is like a little glimpse of like the conversations I have with myself. Like, my confidence is retardedly high, right? And I hope you all have the same level of confidence and you can justify it. Because men, we have to be confident. Our egos gotta be big to survive out here. Nothing wrong with a big ego. You know, not to say you gotta feel like you're better than others, right? I don't think I'm better than other people, but I damn sure know that I'm great. I know I'm the shit in so many ways. And I prove it to myself by my actions. And that's what being a man is about, man. It's about dominating. It's about going out here and taking what the world has to offer. You know? Because that's what these other people have done. You know, all these people, I'm sure it's mostly white people in this neighborhood. You know, they took over this country. They came here, they took it. They didn't ask, they took this shit. They took the advantage, man. They said, nah, fuck that. Let me get this, let me get that. Move out the way. Build this house here. I'll pay you a little bit of this, make that. And they making shit happen, man. And that's how you gotta be, man. You gotta conquer it in every way. Conquer or get conquered. You dig? That's just how it's gotta be. You gotta be relentless. Relentless about what you want, man. So I'm looking forward to it, man. When I make it to the top, I want to see y'all there with me. You know, I like that Mercedes, man. That thing clean. It's like remind me like a Batmobile or something. Go ahead and cross this street. Yeah, man, straight up. You gotta feel yourself, man. The world doesn't want that, man. The world wants to be all timid and weak. You know, that's why a lot of men are weak out here, man. And that's how they want it. They want you to be all feminine and like second guessing yourself, and man, fuck all that. Listen, man, I got so much shit I want to talk about, but I'm gonna stick to this topic. But it's important, man, to just, you got to dominate your life, man, because once you do, it's like you don't tolerate the BS that this world throws at you, man. And that's really what motivated this video, because I see so much BS, man. I went on a date yesterday. I went on a date to this little mini golf spot by my place with this African chick, and she's a little sweetie, you know. But I took her to this spot, man. I ain't been there in like a year. I went there one time before last year with this other chick, and I went there and it was free, right? I guess it was new. It was free. So I'm thinking when I'm coming here, I'm like, okay, maybe it was like a grand opening thing. They let me have it for free. So I'm figuring I'm gonna go in here. They probably gonna charge me maybe $20 or something to play all 3 courses of the mini golf. Whatever, right? Man, when I get there, I'm getting ready to buy the little putts and the golf balls. And she was like, how many courses you want to do? I was like, she was like, we got 3 courses. How many you want? I'm like, shit, fuck, let's do all 3. Because I'm thinking, whatever. Man, this bitch tried to charge me $70, $80, bro. I'm thinking, I had $20 in my mind. I'm like, $20. She said, that'll be $75, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bitch, whoa, what? Man, what are you talking about? And I was like, all right, let me just do 2 courses. And then she's like, okay. You know, I'm trying to look like I got it in front of this chick, you know. All right. I'm trying to look cool in front of Shorty. I don't want to like drop it to that, 1 course. I'm like, let's do 2 courses. Man, the price was still 50 something. I'm like, 50 for this little weak ass putt golf, man? Let's do 1 course, man. Eventually, I didn't even care about what my date was thinking. I'm like, let's do 1 course. She's like, all right, that'll be $30. And I'm still in my mind like, that's still too high for this particular place. It's not even all that special. Honestly, me and the shorty, we did this mini golf shit. We did that 1 course. We didn't even finish it. It was so fucking boring. I was not even interested. I was just like, something to do with this chick. Something cute. It had a nice atmosphere, but the actual golf course was weak as hell. It was like for toddlers. This shit is stupid. And people are out here bringing their families and shit. And I'm just doing the math. And I'm like, bro, they scamming people. Bruh. That shit pissed me off so much. I left a bad review on Google because these people are ripping people off. I'm thinking about the families in there. I'm doing the math. I'm like, bro, they are making a killing off these people. And I'm thinking of like, damn, if you're a man coming to this cash register about to pay for this date, and you're like, how many courses you want to do? And you're like, yeah, let's do the 3. And then they drop that fat, crazy price on you. You don't want to look like a cheap bastard So a lot of dudes probably like, yeah, I'll pay it. Yeah, I'll pay it. Because they don't want to look like a broke motherfucker. But really, man, I'm like, hell no. Y'all not getting all this money from me for this weak ass course. Are you crazy? Hell no. Let's do one course. And I don't even really want to do that. Right? So I'm saying all that to say, man, we gotta be able to make those adjustments on the fly, man. Forget what people think, man. Fuck that. You gotta do what's right. I'm not letting this business get away with robbing me just because I want to impress my date tonight. That ain't happening. Y'all go get this little 30 and we gonna get up out of here ASAP. It's a lot of scamming going on, man. There's a lot of people taking advantage of people, man. And I don't want y'all to get taken advantage of, man. Don't be afraid to, check shit. Don't be afraid to check something, man. Because the world, man, a lot of people get turned off. People get caught off guard when you check them on stuff. Because men, we supposed to do that. We supposed to check shit when it ain't right. Like, no, don't do that. Like, yeah, straight up, tell somebody, no, don't do that. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be disagreeable when the time comes to be disagreeable. Don't be afraid to check something or check somebody. Because somebody got to do it. And as a man, that's what we're here to do that. Women will act like they'll go along with shit. They'll be agreeable. Even though a lot of these chicks out here, they kind of manly. So they be checking shit too. But men especially, you really got to check shit. Because we bring order to this world, man. So yeah, man, I don't even leave reviews like that. I never do that, but I was like, nah, they're scamming people. I'm leaving a big old long review because fuck that. Yo, $100. Y'all can have so much more fun in this city with $100. I promise. Do not spend it on this weak ass golf course. But anyways, that's a little side tangent. But it kind of ties into this, man. That's part of conquering, man. When you conquer yourself, man, it's like you really touching into your inner God, man. You really are. You really are tapping into that inner God, man. You gotta, like, that inner voice that we have inside of us, man, we gotta listen to that. Shout out to Pimp God, man. He put me on to this concept of the anima and the animus, which is basically that inner voice that we have. For men, it's the anima, and for women, they have the animus. And it's like that inner voice that kind of guides you when you really need answers, or when, that intuition, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't listen to that. You got to listen to that, man. Our minds are powerful, man. People underestimate the power of their minds. But shit, I do not, man. I take that shit serious. But the only way to really listen to it is you gotta kind of be able to put yourself in the quiet zones. For me, in the morning is important for me. I gotta have that quiet time in the morning. At least that first 15, 30 minutes, just quiet. Get my mind right, before the chaos of the day starts going off. Because it's so easy to get your mind all scrambled up in the chaos of other people's thoughts. Social media. Nah, man, we can't let that thing sway our inner voice, man. We got to listen to that inner God. Because I think even in the Bible, it says God talks to us in a quiet, still voice or something like that. God ain't really loud. God's quiet, man. You just got to be able to listen to it and trust it. Yeah, God ain't loud like these bugs. These bugs loud as hell. Smooth. But yeah, this is my little morning walk that I hit usually in the mornings before I get my trading on. I don't know why, man. I'm over here trying to show y'all squirrels like I've never seen a squirrel before. But anyways, man. Remember, man, life every day is a war, man. And whenever you get sick of this shit, you feeling like, man, this is too much. The pressure is too much, man. Trust me, I know. Man, I done been on the ups and the downs. I done been depressed. Man, I done been depressed even after I thought I could never be depressed. Man, I was like, man, y'all be depressed, man. That shit weak. How you get depressed? But shit, when I fumbled a big old bag, I'm talking about 90% of my net worth tanked from trying to take a chance to make my bag bigger, just being foolish. And I lost all that money, man. Oh yeah, I was depressed. Yeah, I got to experience that for sure. And so it's all a mental game, man. It's all a mental game, man. You got to make sure your mind is sharp and strong, can handle any situation. Put yourself through a situation before you even go through it, you know? Yeah, that shit, that'll get you through it, man. Making sure your mind is sharp and ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. But anyways, man, I think that's enough rambling for me, man. I hope y'all got something from this talk. Felt good tapping in with y'all, man. Making sure y'all good, man. Good hearing from y'all. I'm looking to stay consistent, man. Get back on here, check in with y'all, man. I got a lot to offer y'all, man. I want to provide value. I want to see all y'all winning. You know, but it starts with winning with yourself. You know, you got to conquer yourself before the world. All right. But that's it, man. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Sunday. I hope y'all do the same, man. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.